So now we are going to add the third camera. So I will press 7 on the numpad here in this viewport, go to top view, and then I press Shift A, go to camera, come up here in the outliner, double click the name and change that to _3, camera _3, like so. Then I press Shift A again to add a curve and path. Move the path up here, and I will make this area a little bit larger, like so, and move the path to this side. Then I press Tab to go to edit mode, and I will grab or select this node and grab the 2D handle here, move the endpoint to this position, because the camera will look at this area at the end of the curve or the path. Then I move this one a little bit, select this node, press X to delete vertices. Then I grab this one and move it, do some adjustments like so, and the camera will begin here, look at the engine in this area here. Then I press Tab to go to object mode, and we see that I have to move the path up a bit, like so. Now we have the third camera down here. So now we have to move the camera to the starting point of this path. I think I will have to change the name of the path. Select the path, come over here, double click the name, and then type path space camera _3. So we know that this path belongs to camera 3. Select the camera and come over here to constraints. Click here on this menu and choose follow path. And here we select the eyedropper and select the path so that the camera will be positioned at the starting point of the path. And it will also follow the curve. Check this box. And the camera needs help to focus on this part of the engine, so we will add another empty. So we press Shift A, go to empty and plane axis this time as well. And then I will grab the Z-axis, drag it up a bit, then the X-axis to drag it to this position here, just beside the first empty. And when we have the empty selected, we come over here, double click the name, and then we type empty space, let's see now, camera _3, so that we know that this empty belongs to camera 3. So then we select camera 3 and add another constraint, and that will be track 2. And down here we pick the eyedropper and then select empty camera 3. So now the camera will be looking at that empty. So here in this view, or this viewport, we will change the camera here. So I press N to bring in the menu, clear that box, and then grab the eyedropper and select the camera here, camera 3. Then press N to move to hide the menu. So this is how it will look through the viewfinder. So when the camera is selected, we are going to animate it. We come to the offset box here. So we see now if I drag the camera or move the camera along the path, it will end here, like so. So I'll go back to 0 in the offset box, hit enter. Make sure that the time slider is positioned at the frame 300. So now when we have the camera selected, we right click here in the offset box, insert a keyframe, move the time slider up to 450 up here. Then we move the camera to -100. We type -100, hit enter. That will be the endpoint. And we have the time slider at 450 And then we right click here in the offset box, insert keyframe. So now when we drag the time slider, we see that how the camera will move along the path, and also here in this view we see how it will look like in the viewfinder. So here at the end, at the frame 450, or it doesn't matter, but I place the camera here at 450, select the path. I will change the position of this last node. I press tab, select the last node, grab the Z-axis, bring the camera up a bit like so. Then press tab to go back to object mode. Then I go back to the starting point at 300, and I think I will move that node as well. So I go back to edit mode by pressing tab, select that node and lift up the camera a bit like so. Then press tab again to go back to object mode. So it goes from that top, then down, then up again. So that will be the path, how the path will look like. Then I go up to 450. Right, so that will be the endpoint. So now we have animated the third camera and also added the empty for the third camera. So the next part, from 450 to 600, we will use the camera 1. So in the next video we will see how we can do that. But first we will press Ctrl S to save the scene.